You know, Ben, I don't know what I expected, but I don't think that was it. But you know, I'm happy that you started me off strong here. By the power of pegging, you have been summoned. Hi, Mike. Oh man, what a fantastic opening. Hi everyone. Today we're playing Peglin because I'm too tired to do anything else. I've been addicted to Blue Sky for the last couple of days, and it's just over. So I need to do something relaxed. So that's why we're here, for some Peglin, some pegging, as if you will. A Russian slumlord weasel for the furries playing Open. Oh, what? I don't even know what that is. Ovensia? Something like that. All right. Let me get this game up. Fix my layout. How's everyone doing today? Good, I hope. I would ask Ben, but I know he doesn't have an opinion on it. Open sewer? Open sewer? Open sewer? Open sewer? Something like that. I don't imagine Ben's on Blue Sky, but for anyone who also hopped over there, how have you liked it? I'm addicted, so. All right, looks like everything's working. I don't think many people stream this game, so what? Yes, thank you. We did get to affiliate recently. That was big. Now I'm over 100 followers, and I don't know what to do with myself. And I don't have any plans for it. I was like, oh, I'll figure that out, you know, next week. That's future me's problem. That won't happen. Now we're here, and I'm mildly panicking about I don't know how to show my appreciation. Do I? I set that up a while ago to get the commission done. It took like a month. They take a while. Oh, the first one wasn't about games. I see, Ben. I think we can figure out the rest, puzzle it together. Yeah, well, they'll I think they rate limit you at some point too. If you try to upload like too many all at once. Or maybe that was that was Discord. Discord rate limited me. I was trying to upload all of them to my Discord server, and they were like, "No, too many. Get out." Come on, man. Then you got to come back like an hour later and remember where you left off. There's a tie between me and your favorite trash goblin for streaming. I don't even know who you're referring to. Oh no, missed navigation damage. Yeah, I think Twitch is okay. It's oh no, Twitch has a review system if you have animated emotes and stuff. I think they review all the animated ones as a rule, and quite a few of the normal ones you'll upload, they'll put through review. But Discord, I think I tried to upload like 40, and I had to do it in 2 batches, 2 or 3, something like that. They didn't like it. All right, so we're starting on what's it called? The ball level of 4. Mono, you've been lowering their sanity score for about a month. What does that mean you've been doing to me? whenever they're refreshed, they're upgraded. Oh, that's pretty nice. Is this that game based on Goblin Slayer when you run up? No. No. Not at all. This is a Peggle like. Yay, ads. I wish I could turn off ads, but now that I'm affiliate, they're like, either it's pre-roll or you run the ads. It's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll run the ads. I would rather you guys not have to deal with ads than just rely entirely on subs if I could do that. But they don't let me have that option. There are a lot of pegs in the other game. You know, I bet. I think that'll kill one of the plants. Yeah. I'm quite the experienced pegger. I know what I'm doing here. Sort of. Emphasis on sort of. Oh, 1 damage off. I'm crying internally. All right. Yeah, work's been very boring lately. So I managed to get away with just... That's not what I meant, Ben. I have... You know what? I like the femboy allegations. I'm giving up. It's over. It's fine. I accept my fate. I'm just the peg boy now. All right, since I have you here, Ben, I don't have Klee here yet. I'm sure he'll be here later, so I can ask him then. But since you're here, Ben, is there anything you would like, relating to me, of course, for the 100 followers? You know, I can't give you $100. That's like, don't ask for that. But like art or some kind of, maybe a game that has integration with chat or something. There's no. Ben, listen. I don't want a sponsorship. I'm good. At least not from them. I try to run a PG-13 channel here. One that won't get me in trouble with, you know, everybody. Oh my gorb. Yeah, any suggestions for stuff I can do for 100 followers would be greatly appreciated. As it stands, I'll probably end up just commissioning art or something to celebrate it. I don't know what yet. I've gotten a few ideas. I have 2 ideas currently. Once I have all of them together, I got some of you aren't in the Discord, so I can't just ask there. I'll ask during the next stream. Oh my goodness. Ben says they'll call it the Tay Hammer and it'll have a strap on the back for massive peg insertion. Great, thanks, Ben. I'm so happy. You know, some self-damage. Okay. That's not too bad. Yeah, the other 2 ideas I have right now, and this is from people suggesting things. These did not come of my own mind, I want to be clear. One was like your typical track outfit from anime, you know, the Japanese style one. And then, you know, like shorts and a tucked in t-shirt. And then the other one, since I think it was Ben and Klee suggested it, was the Catboy maid. I mean, it seemed popular when it was mentioned, so you know, these celebrations are for you guys, not for me. So I'll do more or less whatever you guys want. More or less, there are limits, just to be clear, before someone asks. That's rubber slime. Ben. Please do not email them on my behalf. I swear. If I get communications of, hey, we heard you were interested, I'm gonna be disappointed. No, Ben. Oh, good God. All right. So what orb am I getting? The Inferno orb seems decent. It's got pretty good damage. It deals a little bit of self-damage, but I can discard if I need to. I think that's a pretty good idea. 2 damage isn't a ton. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. I probably should have gone towards that boss fight. The strategy is to more or less get as many relics as you can to get the best chance of having a utterly busted build. And bosses give a guaranteed, I think, 2 relic options. 1 or 2, minimum. It's probably 1, but the goblin I'm playing as gives you an extra option. What are you talking about? Ben, I think you might be taking that one a little too far. Everyone's just watching as I struggle to fight you off. Thanks, guys. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I think it's dead. Yeah, I think it's dead a little bit. Cue the ladies and gentlemen, we got him. You're not legally allowed. I mean, didn't you just do that a second ago? What are you talking about? Oh, there are, at least on Twitch. Again, I can't do these things on YouTube. It's just how it is. There are a bunch of redeems now. It's quite the list. Let me check what they are again for you. So one is the usual hydrate. Someone mentioned wanting that, so I added it. There's one for putting egg on my head. There's a little blob rave. I have to get music for it. I don't have music for it yet. Oh my god. Ben. The other one's head pats. There's cat boyification. That might draw Ben over to Twitch, so he can trigger that as much as he wants. There's the big fish hat. There's a clown nose. And then there's still the script reading. Although, honestly, if you don't have enough points and you want me to read a script and it's actually like not an awful script, I'll do it anyway. At the end. A pegging emote. Oh my god. What do you mean? Also, you're on YouTube. I can't give you emotes as much as I would love to. Not until I'm monetized on YouTube, and I think that might be a while. Oh, thank you for following, Hazel. I hope that's okay to call you that. Unless it's Hazelry, whichever you prefer. Let me know if you have a preference. Wow, that was an awful peg. Hazel's fine. Okay, great. I use Stream Elements personally. Built into OBS. The dramatic look gopher sound is a rainbow colored. Oh no. I could see the dramatic gopher thing. That would be funny. I don't know about the other half of that comment. I think I'll pass on that part. And for the, I need to refresh here. For the, why is my brain empty? What am I trying to think of? The redeems, in case you're curious, since you are asking about it, Mike, it's Mix It Up is the application you have to use to get those to work with Streamlabs, which actually, give me a hot second to double check that that is hooked up before someone uses it and gets disappointed when it doesn't work. I just want to make sure it's like linked. Yeah, OBS is separate from Labs. I think Labs has like its own OBS version, basically. Okay. Now I'm trying to remember how I did this. You know what? I can just test it, and that'll tell me everything I need to know about whether it's working. Let's see, where is it? Twitch. Okay, well, for Ben's sake, so he knows what he's missing when he can't redeem these things. We'll test out the Catboy. There we go. I should get a better one, a better version that matches the colors and everything, but this is just what I have on hand. Yeah, okay, so they are working. That's good. All right, excellent. Just wanted to be sure. Yeah, when I heard like Labs was separate from OBS, I was like, never mind, I'm not touching that. That's too much. I already figured out some of OBS. I don't need another thing. Yeah, that's the same reason I'm on Stream Elements. It just kind of builds into OBS, which I'm already familiar with for other reasons. Wow, I'm an awful shot. Perhaps being distracted isn't helping me. It's very possible. All right, there we go. Epic pegging. 141 damage of peg. Oh, I missed the refresh. That's so upsetting. The R's are refreshes. They refresh all the pegs on the screen. Ben, please. He's not letting this go. Send help. Yes, I should have sounds as well set up. I just, again, have not. I just got these set up, I think, last night. I want to say maybe Sunday night, something like that. It was a whole, I had to sit down and work at it and figure it all out. And now that I have it, it's a pegging stream. Now I just have at least the visual side of all of it done. So, I'm settling with that for now. I'm killing you with the amount of jokes I can make. I didn't peg you for someone like that. There's additional 0.34 damage for each peg hit this battle. Oh my. Yeah. I mean, I just follow tutorials. It's what you kind of have to do. Anything else would be crazy. All right, I guess I'm going right or left. Oh, I don't know. We'll go left. There's an event that way. I went the wrong way. I haven't even touched Nightbot, so I know nothing about it. I should probably learn it, but post-battle upgrading now includes the option max HP. Yeah, I don't really care. Refreshes the board on every reload. Ooh. Start each battle with +1 must circle. That's not bad. You know, assuming I can get over there. This is actually a gotcha machine right here. You really got me over a barrel here. Yeah, no, that's absolutely right, Ben. All right, I guess the shield's fine. I'm not going to complain about it. Oh no, you should have been here for the original Peggle streams, Ben. You missed out. The pegging jokes were supreme. That's why I'm known as the Grand Master of pegging now. Among, you know, like 3 people, but it's what I'm known as. There is a trophy. I am the Supreme Pegger. And a certificate, no less, from the Pegging Institute. Yes, I know, it is remarkable how much pegging I can take, but that's just how it is, man. You just got to work on it. One step at a time. You build it up. Just like all skills, that's how comedy works. Like, what? But I love that you can just say things that befuddle me completely. I have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, great. Pegging these slimes is not too much of a challenge. But what? A name wizard. Oh, you're named by what you're cursed to do. Ah. Yeah, that would be quite the curse. For most people. I'm sure I can think of a few who would say that's... the trouble is, Ben, some of these things you say that you talk about, I cannot repeat them. You're too far out into the sticks here. I don't want to upgrade my pebbles. They're not very good. This one's okay. I guess I'll just take my money and leave. I have 65, huh? I guess it can't hurt to go. It's nothing to lose. And for anyone who has no idea what Peglin is, it is just a roguelike Peggle type game, I guess, with, you know, the associated roguelike elements, or roguelike, I should say. There's really nothing holding over from run to run. And relics are the most important thing. Oh my god, Ben. Oh, that's really good. Okay, so I basically have to decide here. Do I want to have the first peg hit by each orb gets plus 10, which means I'm not sure if it activates on the time that you hit it, but I definitely know that once you refresh and hit it again, you'll get 10 more damage on that one peg you hit. Or when navigating afterwards, you get a heal for every peg you hit, and you don't take damage from going into the wrong slot. Oh, this one's really good too. The House of Slime makes everything bouncy, like all the terrain, the stuff that isn't a peg is all bouncy. It's so good. I do love some slime. I think I'll take the slime. I like it bouncy. Sometimes I just say things to make Ben suffer for what he's done. That was one of them. And hopefully make the rest of you laugh. Oh, but yes, on Blue Sky, I've been utterly addicted to it ever since everyone was like, hey, maybe we should go there. I checked it out and I went, oh, this is great. I love this. And I haven't stopped. It's bad. Oh, wall bounces contribute to damage, even better. That lines up with the House of Slime. One of those slime girl and what do you mean disgusting? What's wrong with you, Ben? Why wouldn't you like a slime girl? What? All right, I need everyone else to chime in. If you have the ability, how do you feel about slime girls? Combat or loot? Potentially loot. I think we'll take the right. Then go left and then go left again to get to the boss. Garbage it, maybe? Well, of course, Ben, that's the point. Gosh. What do you mean? Yeah, you can't get them pregnant. That's the point. He doesn't get it. SMH. Instantly summoned. Awesome. What's your take on Slime Girls, Void? Ben here is saying that they're not good because you can't get them pregnant, allegedly. I disagree. I say that's the point. What say ye? Ben, but you're asserting that we care. That's true. Fair, Void. That isn't the point, but it is definitely a major bonus. Hi, Lucy. Thank you for coming. This is the pegging stream where we peg. As you can see, I'm pegging right now. In a game called Peglin. All about pegging. Well, Ben, because they're not warm and gooey. That's the whole point of the slime. Oh, you actually know some about it. That's kind of surprising. I feel like it's pretty indie, you know. It's not super niche or anything, but what are you hearing? Ben said slime girls aren't all that. That's what he said. So I'm arguing with him. I strongly disagree. I think they're great. Yeah, I feel like I mean, obviously it is literally indie, but it's not super duper in the weeds of like... God, so much damage. I need the relic that lets you hit through multiple enemies. You put the zombie girl in the mic, Ben. No, you can't do that. Can't microwave a zombie girl. That's just wrong. That's okay, Lucy. Thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. I He's on to something? Oh no. Ben has infected yet another person. It's so over. Dementia. Hi. Sorry, it took me a minute to be like, how do I say that name? Make sure I get it right. Welcome, welcome. We're currently doing the pegging stream where we play Peglin. Hope you like pegging, because that's all it's about. Oh gosh, he put a clown nose on me already. Instantaneous clown nose, thank you. I'm happy somebody's using the redeems. You did? That's awesome. My posts actually reach people. This is insane. That never happened on Twitter. Not once. Obviously, you weren't even supposed to, like, post that on Twitter because Twitter hates links, but... I've had great fortune there, so I was hoping at least a few people would swing by. I'm very happy to see that my efforts these last few days becoming addicted to the website were at least worth it. Yes, and if you're not in any starter packs, make sure you are. I'm sure you've hit some of them. Get in them. It's huge. From YouTube. What? Huh? Oh, subscribed. Thank you. That is huge. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much that means to me. To have someone new come in and be like, yeah, this is great. Oh, I missed that second word months ago. Yes, you did. Mike, I remember that. Several people have found me on YouTube because YouTube just apparently likes to serve up whatever to anyone anymore. And people come on there, they go, oh, you're on Twitch, let me get over there. But yeah, no, it's been great over on Blue Sky. I can just post things, I can just say things. Other people can just post things and say things, and like I see them. Oh, thank you. Oh no. You guys are gonna bloat my ego. Oh hey, Phenom. Fenhim? Phenom? Is that how you pronounce it? Welcome. This is the pegging stream. I'm not doing a lot of pegging right now. I'm busy yapping, as one does. But welcome. I hope you're all loving Blue Sky as much as I am. December, January. That's not a bad goal. Don't push it out too far, because I have friends who do this. I'm not going to say who they are. I'm not going to call them out. But, you know, they keep saying, yeah, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'm going to start streaming soon. They don't set a date. They don't set a schedule. They just say they'll do it soon. And then they just never get to it. And I feel like they're constantly regretting that they're not doing it, which is the bad part. Like, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But, you know, don't keep telling yourself one thing and then do the other. The inspirations for my model. Oh, gosh. That's a great question. There's a lot of them, and they're all very vague. Phenom, the H is silent. Okay, great. Or almost silent. I would start off with probably referencing generally, broadly speaking, Ben. Uh, Games like Girls Frontline, stuff like that, where you're mixing tactical and uh, cool, let's say, tactical, you know, gun girls, all that stuff, where it's like mildly futuristic, but still pretty down to earth. I love that style, at least for like the main cast in Girls Frontline. Some of the other ones get a little wacky and weird. But like AR-15, M16, all of them, you know, their style, I love it. I fuck with it so much. Are you going through a house move right now? Oh, your reference sheet is in the works. Nice, nice. No, that's awesome. And yeah, no, I played it years ago too. I could not keep up with it. Oh, thank you. I'll show off the whole model in a few minutes once I'm done explaining my inspirations. No, I don't have a problem with wacky. um, but you know, that wasn't really my thing. You know, I'm huge on like firearms and things like that. I think they're really neat, like mechanically. You know, I really like the idea of how it functions. You know, going to the range and trying out different ones, seeing how they function. That's all really cool to me. Uh, so that mixed with anime and all that stuff kind of just turns into that, right? I mean, it's basically how Girls Frontline is. The girl guns. Mix that with stuff like Nikkei. I play that currently, not today, obviously. But you will see me streaming Nikkei Union Raid and Solo Raid, the more competitive content. One of the Metal Gear Twilight figures. I don't know what that even is. But yes, specifically from Nikkei, some of the more grounded characters there as well. Soldier EG is awesome. I love her. Her aesthetic is great. Yeah, I mean, if you're in a cool place where people are like chill, it's really fun. You know, even if you just get the chance to try it out, you know, I do encourage you to. In 10 more years, you'll be obsessed with leather and World War II. No, I watch military history videos and stuff currently. It's not a future thing. I love all the World War II history and tanks and all that crap. It's great. Very interesting. Obviously, certain parts of World War II not so cool, but that's just, you know. But the mechanics of it, you know, how a tank works, I find really interesting. I don't really care if it works. You know, to shoot a tank at a dirt berm would be really cool, right? I wouldn't want to be in a tank in war. Very different. But yeah, no, like there is a bit of a culture issue in the US where, like, depending on which political side you're on, you might be more cool with guns, and I think that's like, I don't know, not to get political, but I think that's like, yeah, but like they're fun either way, whether you think people should own them or not or whatever, like, not getting into that, but they're fun to go and shoot at a range. All the good ideas the Germans had were tainted forever. I mean, yeah. that is one of the quotes of all time. Thank you. Certain parts of World War II were not cool. Like the war part, not cool, man. Is it fun to own a peg? I don't know. I don't own pegs. I just hit them. Uh, but yeah. Anyway, guns are fun. I encourage everyone to go to a range at some point in their life and just try them out. You don't have to own them. You don't have to like do any of those things. I'm not going to push anything like that on anyone, but you should try it. It's fun. It's fun. Let me take a sip here before I die. You know, I almost just reread that message, Delita, on the other screen, and I thought it said Mpreg for a second, and I was very he made me a cat boy. Of course he did. That's true. A lot of the uniforms in World War II for, well, all the armies were actually, they had pretty good style. I don't know where that came from. I guess that was more of a bit of a holdover. So you would go to a place that has a gun range and a shop attached, and usually they'll let you rent them. And if you tell them like, hey, like I've never shot before, I want to try it, they'll have probably a course for you and all that sort of stuff, to like get you familiar with safety and everything you need to know before you even touch a firearm. There's a lot of rules, not a lot. There's a couple of rules, but they're super duper important to make sure that you and everyone else around you is safe, because they're very reliable and safe, the ones that they'll let you shoot anyway. You can make bad ones, but you can take a good firearm and make it bad, but they're not going to hand you one that's going to catastrophically explode and hurt you. Even when they explode, mind you, this is just something to be aware of. Oh, thank you, Void. Oh, that's a sub. I thought that was a follow for a second. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it greatly. Yeah, use a loaner gun or something like that. Or you just, some places will let you rent, like if you want to shoot a fully automatic, like an AK or an M4 that's set up to be full auto. You can do that at some ranges. You just gotta, it costs money. So, that's going to be expensive. The ammo is not cheap. I've shot, I don't think I've shot anything automatic, but I have shot semi-automatic, and that was fun. Yeah, there's a ton of maintenance you got to do. Like if you're going to own a firearm, there's a lot of maintenance. There's a lot of, they're not rules per se, at least not, yes, 1 month. Wow. I don't think I've been streaming for more than 2 or 3. I'd have to look, but yeah, no, if you know of someone who owns a full auto, they'll probably let you do it if you bring ammo. But yeah, if you go somewhere, I would focus on just getting to try out, like bolt action rifles and shotguns, handguns, things like that. Just, see how it is. It's really like, it's not like it's painful or anything, The worst you'll get is from 12 gauge, and that's only if you shoot it a lot. I went one place where they let you rent shotguns and go around. There's basically a track. Gee, let me turn on some music here while I'm just yapping. Y'all wandered in the woods, got what? Ben, are you okay? Do you need to talk about this? 2 months. Oh yeah, Delete is an IRL, so he's been here since the start. A real OG. What was I going to say? Right, shotguns. They will bruise your shoulder. Fair warning. That will happen, especially if you're smaller. I'm about 6 foot, average weight for that height. It bruises my shoulder after shooting a fair amount. And if you're much smaller, it's going to hurt more. That's just how physics be. Until you're very used to it, then you can kind of offset it. You guys are messing around with me. I love it. Yeah, that hat. I cropped this one out on my own. I know there's other ones that are like sideways or whatever, but I cropped this one out with GIMP on my own. Yeah, if you go higher than 12 on your gauge, if you get a 16 or a 20 gauge shotgun, you'll be fine. But if you go shooting 12 gauge, yeah, while talking about guns, you need this hat. You're right. Anyway, there's this place where you could basically go around, and it's almost like a golf course, but for shooting skeet, which is clay pigeons, before someone gets the wrong idea from that word. Basically, you go up to like a station, you press a button, and that shoots the pigeons out from wherever they are. If you go higher than 12 on your gauge, you can use your bolt. Very different, but yes. So the clay pigeons will shoot out, and then you're supposed to shoot them with the shotgun. So you just load 1 or 2 rounds depending on the type of shotgun and how many pigeons you're trying to shoot. So you basically go around with a little golf cart that has shotgun racks attached to it. So you strap your little gun in. It's not little, it's a 12 gauge, they're kind of big. But you strap your gun in, you get in the little golf cart, and you drive along. You go to the next station, and you go through. And I gotta be honest with you, my shoulder was killing me when we were done. And you know what? I'm really bad at shooting skeet. I barely hit anything. I'm atrocious. But there was one station that had, they call them rabbits. They're not literally rabbits, don't worry. Definitely wouldn't want to shoot a rabbit. But they call them rabbits because they take a clay pigeon, turn it on its side, so it's like a flat disc, and they shoot it across the ground so it rolls. And whenever it hits any little bump or anything in the ground, it'll pop up. That's why you call it a rabbit, because it pops up like that. It's, you know, it's a little chaotic. I hit every single one of those. I think I shot 4 of them. Every single one. It was perfect. Couldn't hit anything else though. I think it was just the shotgun was too heavy. So when I was trying to hold it up, I was shaking. It was a little rough after a while, but it was fun. I would say if you have anywhere around you that does that, or you ever visit somewhere that does, totally do it. It's a ton of fun. What's that? You won't really feel a 12 gauge if you... What? I don't know what he's talking about now. I have a big enough dog. So yeah, that's my rough take on firearms. What? Huh? Ben? No. Femboys can't take it. Anything, but I wouldn't know since I'm not a femboy. I can't make a smug face, but this is as good as it gets. Duly noted. Good. Yeah, I wouldn't know. You'd have to ask somebody else. But yeah, no, they're great. I have shot a drum mag, fully filled, from an AK. That was fun. It was only semi-automatic too, so I couldn't just like, it wasn't over quick. At 75 rounds, you got to squeeze the trigger every time. That time I was done, I was like, all right, I'm done. This is this is work. Standing there holding that thing up. Drums are heavy. So are AKs. YouTube doesn't like for you to use things on canines. Yeah, no, probably not. Probably not, Ben. Probably came off the wrong way. You know. I think 7.62 by 39 is about 50 cents a round. So 75, yeah, it's about 30 bucks, 40 bucks down the drain for 2 minutes of fun. It's not cheap. But if you're just planking metal, I think this is Crucible 5. I'm not super deep. I got sidetracked. A bunch of people came in. I was having fun, you know, yapping. So, got a little sidetracked. But, you know, lots of fun there. But that is essentially what inspired, basically, Coke. Got it. Yeah. So between stuff like that, all those kinds of inspirations, plug suits from Darling in the Franxx, and I guess Evangelion to a degree, although I guess since there's a bunch of people here to disappoint, I'll reiterate, we derailed the pegging. Yeah, you sure did. While you're all here for me to disappoint you, I'm not personally a huge fan of Evangelion, but only because I hate Shinji too much to put up with him. I just can't do it. I did finish the original, but then I was like, I can't watch more of Shinji. I can't deal with the guy. He's too much for me. He's too insufferable for me. So I just had to say, all right, we're done. Pushing that off to the side. You know, I finished the original. The plot was really cool. Like the ideas, the themes, everything, that was all really awesome. I just hate Shinji. You just assumed Shinji's dad was a pervert who liked girls in skin-tight suits. He probably is, to be honest. It worked out as a happy accident for him. But yeah, plug suits like that, that's the undersuit here. while we're on the topic, I will show you guys the full model, more or less. So this is the baseline. This is the jacket. I can take the jacket off. There is a small issue on the arm here, which is why I have the jacket on, largely. Just a layer wasn't layered correctly. I didn't even notice it for a while. I just told my artist about it. Artist/rigger. Gnome, who is fantastic. I love Gnome. They do great work. But I have to show them, you know. Oh, great, I'm a cat boy now. But yeah, ignore that issue. It should just look like the other arm. The vest also comes off, although I think the vest looks cooler, personally. But while we're here, I can also show you the light modes that it has. Let's start with this one. We have dark mode, dark blue. There is a light. You guys can't really see it, but if there were things around me, they would also be getting in VTube Studio. If there were things around my model, they would also get the color going to them. Sex appeal +5. Oh no, Ben. Well, that's okay. That's because I don't actually have any to show off. So gotta have something there. There's a red mode as well. I recently got that. The suit is forming them. It just takes time, yeah. And then there's a dark red from the top there. And then also, on top of all of that, I rolled to seduce Catboy. Hold on, let me check with the magic 8-ball here. My sources say no. Sorry. I can also take out the gun if I have the bind set. I don't know where it is. There it is. This is modeled off of a Canic handgun. I forget the exact model name, but it's like $1,000. The thing is way too expensive, but I got to shoot it once and I loved it. It felt great. You know, I was able to actually hit things with a handgun, which is, for anyone who has shot a handgun will know, hitting things is not easy with them. They do not cooperate. But yeah, I think the red and the blue modes are my favorite actual settings that I can do. They just don't always fit, you know? And lately I've just been tempted to leave the jacket off because I feel like I recently got the arms fleshed out. They were just kind of a bland texture meant to be covered by the jacket, of course. But I asked specifically if I could get that changed and updated. So now the arms are, you know, colorful and stuff. Oh no, I moved the tail. I'm sorry. There we go. Oh yeah, one of those great DNG jokes. I know, that's why I checked with the magic 8-ball to see what your fate would be. Unfortunately for you, your fate is you get nothing. Good day, sir. And as for the hair, I don't know. It's a hairstyle I like. Ponytail, long ponytail, and the color. I used to have colored hair. Back in my heyday as a teenager, I had all sorts of colorful hair. Blue, green, everything. Grabbable. Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, all sorts of colors. I had a mohawk at the time, though, specifically. Oh, like if I fall. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's a great emergency grasping tool. Call it that. But I've always wanted to grow my hair back out since a little bit after high school. I just haven't had the opportunity. You know, unfortunately I have a corporate job Unfortunately, in the sense of I have to do all the corporate things that they expect of you. Not unfortunately is that, you know, I get paid well enough to not have to worry about my bills, at least. It's not much more than that, but it's at least something. But you know, when the director or whatever of the company comes to visit, you can't have like slightly short but not mid-length hair that's kind of awkward and looks bad no matter what you do. Can't have that. Can't be looking bad. So I've had to keep cutting it for one reason or another. I think this winter should keep them at bay. I'm up in the Northeast, so, you know, snow and stuff. They probably won't come visit. I probably won't have to cut my hair, and it'll be great. Then I can start growing it out properly. Oh, I missed a message. Did Restream not send me that one? Hold on. I gotta check that. Why didn't it show me King Kodiak's message? That's so uncool. What the heck, Restream? Okay, well, thank you for the messaging. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you kindly. You might think you're some sort of social niche and gets it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Something's kind of up with that. I think I'm just gonna... Let's see. How's this? Okay. This does have both streams. You can't tolerate the cold. I grew up in the cold, so like it's fine as far as I'm concerned. I'd rather be up north than deep down south or something. If it was like Arizona, because I had to move for this job to add context there. I was very concerned they were going to be like, yeah, you're going to Arizona or Nevada. And then I would just cry a lot because I can't deal with heat. If I'm a bad boy, you'll make me play Parsnip Bunner. I don't know what that is, but I'm afraid. Yeah, they were like, oh, you want to go to the Northeast? I was like, oh, that's so much better than it could be. They gave me like the option, so I immediately took them up on that. Yeah, let's see, any other inspirations? Probably Ghost in the Shell inspired me a little bit, just on the idea of having a model that is not quite a perfect match to like your IRL, you know? Yeah, the Nevada, yeah, I wouldn't want to go there. I've heard from other people that have been, and it's just like, yeah, no, unless you're going to like Vegas and basically staying inside, no point, at least in my opinion. I have been to Denver, which was both dry and snowy. And I think this was in like May or something like that, March or May, somewhere in that range. Bunny boy mode. Oh no. All right. Hold on, let me note it down. Okay, so for when we hit 50 subs one day, and I do want to note that does include Prime subs for anyone curious. And this will be cumulative, so month to month, I'll add them together. It won't show on the stream thing, but I'll just adjust it depending on what's left over. It puts on the ears and ups your pitch by 20%. Oh no! That would probably sound awful. You just peaked the pitch like that. Besides, aren't most people here for my voice? Let's be real. That's all I've been complimented on. It's been the model and my voice. My gameplay is mid, so I know what you're all here for. Especially Ben. So ruining that, I don't know. Anyway, 50 subs total. Once we get there, I am multi-streaming, yes. The chat is on screen. I hope it's readable. No one's complained about it yet, but if it is too small or something, let me know. I might not be able to tweak it now, but I can fix it for next time. But yes, 50 subs. Important milestone, because when we get there, there will be a community vote for what outfit I will get next. I will take any suggestions. We'll do as many votes as we need to narrow it down. Currently on the list are 2 suggestions from Ben, and I think Klee chimed in on this one. And it was maid outfit, Catboy maid outfit, and I guess the other one now is bunny outfit. I don't know why I let you people do this, but whatever, fine. You can barely see it on desktop. Yeah, I don't know. Making it any bigger, I worry. Actually, I might be able to change it right now. Hold on. This is a Stream Elements thing. Hi, Klee. I'm okay. Or no, is it? I'm trying to see if it's on OBS. I forget where I have it. I'm good. There's a bunch of people over on Twitch today, which has been awesome. We've been talking about the inspiration for my model and things like that. It is a pegging stream. I know you love those. Let's see. Okay, so I think it is a Stream Elements thing. A pantsuit with the linebacker shoulder pads. What? I mean, I'll note it down. Okay, so elements. Or not elements, overlays. Here we go. Pegging, yeah. That's okay, Clay. I hope someone else understands what he means by the pantsuit thing. I don't really get that. Yeah, they're talking about turning me into a bunny boy. Yeah, I was talking about my Twitch subscriber goal is to hit 50 cumulative. Doesn't have to be in a single month, because I know that would be difficult. But it's just about funding it, really, is to get another outfit, and that will be something everyone votes on. Importantly, I will not veto anything that is safe for work, so whatever you guys want, you know, just suggest it. Let's see, where's my chat? Here's my chat. Let's see, settings. That's not it. Settings. Oh, that's not the actual chat. Okay, okay. Am I confused? I mean, I'm probably confused. Oh, that's restream. Okay, okay. There's too many things. Okay. Let's see, settings. All right, I don't want to try and figure that out. Yeah, US Northeast, sorry. I probably should have specified. Which is basically everything northeast of Pennsylvania and Jersey. Everything north and to the east of those two states is the Northeast, per se. Some people include New York, some don't. I'm not going to get into that debate. I don't have a strong opinion on it. I originally come from Pennsylvania, or Pennsyltucky, if you will, because I definitely did not come from the city. I'm where? Where? Was that about you? The East Coast? Yeah, I mentioned earlier I was in the Northeast, and EK asked exactly where in the Northeast. I don't give any specifics beside, or not specifically where, but like what I meant by Northeast, like US or somewhere else. But yeah, US Northeast. You have great news? Why wouldn't I care, Cleve? What makes you think I don't care? You're the person I've talked to the most here. You think I don't care? And then it's gonna be like, I figured out addition or something, and I'll be like, wait, actually. Okay. I'm a freezing, starving, desperate Russian catboy. What do I want most? Heating a bathroom, a kitchen, or a bed? Heating, because otherwise I die. Like, there's no two ways about that. I cannot get around the cold. The cold just kills you no matter what. Like how Mike just completely cut off of like, you're where, and then silence. Where what? Where what happened, Mike? Addison Rae's releasing a new song this Friday. It seemed like she will release her. Oh, that's awesome. Ups heating price in his slum. I mean, I can't relate. I mean, you don't have to. Yeah, feel free. Blue Sky is up. I have my DMs open. At least I think they're open. Or maybe I have to follow you. But follow me and I'll follow you back. That's generally how I do things. I don't follow everyone back because I try to screen at least a little bit of like, you know, do they have a profile picture? Is it made from AI? The two very important things. You know, are they a VTuber of some kind, or, you know, a weeb or something like that to make me think they'd have any interest. But yeah, I mean, the whole Northeast is kind of relatively small, especially for like where people actually are. All I can say is housing ain't cheap, and I don't like that. Can't believe today is Tuesday. I can, because I finally have work from home Wednesdays back. So tomorrow I get to be here, home, on my own. I got a ton of pings. Hold on. Oh, I'm so sorry. Mika, I'm so sorry. I won't say it, of course, but I'm so sorry. That's really not that bad. Oh, and my friend told me he's going to finish Darling in the Franxx tonight. Last 2 episodes he's on. And all he said was, holy shit, what a show. I turned him on to it. I said, you gotta watch it. Think you should charge for removing the... No, Ben. Stop being a slumlord. It's horrible. Yeah, I haven't heard great things. Especially not about housing prices for like what it is. I think one of my non-streaming related friends, or at least he doesn't stop by very often, so he's not here. I can't ping him. Lives in the same area, and he's just like, yeah, I can't afford a house. I make like $100K a year. I can't afford a house. I have a wife. She works too. We can't afford a house. It's like, oh my god. Should you, Ben? No. Stop being a slumlord. Owning the units is bad enough. Giving awful prices and horrible treatment is so much worse. He's full of baloney, by the way. Ben is always lying for anyone concerned. If I respond to Ben, he's just full of it every time, without fail. But that's why we love him. He makes funny things. He writes comically. Hold on, I have to send a heart emoji to my friend here, who's finally watching Darling in the Franxx, because Can't afford to live alone, have health problems, yeah. Common story right now, unfortunately. I mean, I was living with my parents till like over a year, a little over a year ago, I'd say. Ben is a writer. He certainly is. So you adopt, quote unquote, the kid, use him for slave labor, have him stay for free? Oh. The emotes are great, Klee, but they're not on YouTube because I'm not monetized on YouTube yet. Rent is $800 for your parents. Oh. Like, that's how much they have to pay, or that's how much you have to pay? Oh, you're talking about OpenSir. Okay. I see. That makes a lot more sense. I was very confused. But yeah, no, not to get too specific. Yeah, I mean, that's not that bad for rent. Mine is more than double that. I'm not happy about it, but I don't really have an option. I mean, I probably should get a roommate, but at the same time, I don't know anybody in this area. So having just some rando be my roommate sounds pretty awful. So, you know. And I will say, when I got this job, they said there'd be a cost of living adjustment if it was like more expensive than average. This is more expensive than average. But you know what I don't get? I don't get that cost of living adjustment. That's rough. So I'm not saving much, but I'm just happy, you know? You can't drive? Oh, that's awful. Not being able to drive that really limits you. Even if you live in a city, I mean, then you're just bound to that city. The street art of the teddy bear. I have yet to post. I've been resisting the urge to post this one thing on Blue Sky. I'm waiting till I hit like a critical mass of followers to where when I post this, you know, tons of people will have to see it again. I know it made its rounds in social media at one point, maybe like 10 years ago, but it's great. It's a little, I think it's technically a Toho meme, but you know, my roommate should be that girl that just stared at me through her car window. No. She only stared that one time, to be clear. I've seen her there since, and she didn't give me a stare down again. Down the street from Firehouse and Police Station. Oh, so you're probably not too far from at least, you know, stuff. But like, can you give the link to your Blue Sky? Yes. I already have 12 notifications. That's a lot. There you go. Make sure that posts both. Looks like it did. Yeah, getting back onto that topic. If you do want to use Blue Sky, please do. Just engage with people. That's all it takes. You know, if you want to be involved and get responses, you know, have people respond to you, that is, you know, be in the community. Because there's nothing punishing them for, you know, reposting or responding to you or liking your stuff. None of that is going to like come back to them. Which was very obnoxious with Twitter because I didn't understand the rules. I still don't. I hate that place. I only got on Twitter for the first time in my life when I started streaming, so I wasn't on there for very long. Halloween games as it gets closer to Halloween. Oh, maybe. That depends. I've been trying to get somebody. I think one of the people I was talking to was in here. But I've been trying to get a Phasmo team together to collab with. Yeah, I should post with hashtags as well, but I've been trained out of that. Rather, I was never trained to do it. And then I was told very strongly not to do it on Twitter. So, haven't been doing it. Yeah, I probably should have done that with the stream announcement. We should all probably be doing that because, you know, if someone's looking, that's how they find them. You can take the RT games. What is that? I would need to know more about it, Ben. But yes, I don't mind horror games and stuff, at least on stream. I'm a coward if I don't have people watching, to be honest. Like, it gets really bad. Like, I can't finish games if I'm alone. But yes, do use Blue Sky. Try it out. It's not like you have to commit. You know, if you're still on Twitter, you're like, well, I don't know. Try it. And just be yourself there. It works, unironically. That's all I've done. And like, people don't know me for streaming. You know, I don't have an audience following me or anything like that. Yeah, I think it's just knowing someone's watching makes you feel so much better. I don't know how that works in my head, but like, it does. Like super auto pets, and for every loss you had one more random frightening sound effect. Oh, that sounds like work to set up though. I would have to I'd have to look for it. I love when people are watching while I do deeds, says Vari. Okay. I intentionally read it that way so you couldn't clip it, by the way, and make it sound like I said that. Fears to Fathom. Yeah. Yeah, Fears to Fathom. I've seen tons of videos of those. I don't think there's any new ones that I haven't already watched. October 31st, Buckshot Roulette. There you go. I could do that, yeah. For sure. I'll game it too. I know what I'm doing. Gacha games and zombies. Nice. Oh, gacha games. Do you play Nikke? Did I ask you about that already? Did we talk about that? I don't know. There's too many people I've talked to. No, that's Jade. That's someone totally different that I talked to about Nikke on Blue Sky. Do a Buckshot Roulette run if you haven't played before. You versus me. Fry each other. I've definitely watched people play it. I haven't played it myself. Yeah, we could probably do something like that. That sounds fun. But yeah, my point was, being a basically nobody, going to Blue Sky when everyone else went, a bit of an advantage there going when everyone else went, but I know how the game works, Var. What are you talking about? And yeah, you're like a walking lexicon of all information. Of course you know how to play the game best. Nerd. Genshin, Honkai Star Rail, and Wuthering Waves. No Nikke on the list. Tragic, but understandable. You need this? What do you mean you need this? You say it like you don't pick on me all the time. Man. Oh, there are redeems now, Vari. And for anyone else who isn't aware, on Twitch there are now redeems for egg on my head and catboying me and the big hat, the big fishing hat. What else was there? I mean, there's hydrate. That's a standard. What do you mean I deserve it? What did I do to you, Vari? New update. Your game. What game? Dress to Impress has a horror game. Oh no. Oh, someone's throwing up things. But he didn't make me the cat boy. That's crazy. Everything but cat boy. Oh, there it is. Yeah, the layering's a little funky, huh? There's something about your face. Honkai Star Rail released a new update. Oh. I never got into Honkai Star Rail. I'm burdened with Nikke already. I keep doing the dailies. The dailies. And that's just That wears me down a little. Between streaming... burdened. I have to do my alt right now, too. You know my other mod? I'm not the leader, I'm a leader, to be clear. My other mod, Zippy, he usually plays my alt account for me for my old union that I used to be in, NB. And that's because he wants to keep it. I don't care about the alt, but he wants to keep it for that union so they can have a good account with good rolls on it. ZZZ con, but never forget. Yeah, I just don't have the time. I'm constantly trying to learn new stuff for the stream and all that, you know, trying to keep you guys entertained, up my game regularly. Became a money sink. Yeah, that's a big thing too. Resisting the urge to be like, but I want the character. Oh no, she's cute. Yeah, that's rough. I've been a pretty mild spender. I limit myself to an average, I think, of like $20 or $30 a month, which isn't too bad. You know, if I don't spend anything for a month, I'll spend it the next month or something. But you gotta limit it. Cat voice over everything. Oh no. Well, you know, Klee, if you do go to Twitch at any point, that's where you can redeem the cat ears. The catboyification. For context, do not take Vari's advice on money. He is disgustingly rich. Maybe not disgustingly, it's not that bad, but like, he doesn't have to worry about cash. He's okay, he's fine. He can blow money. Do not take his advice. He will tell you to just spend it. Unless you ask him for advice, in which case, then he'll actually give you good advice usually. It may not be advice you haven't heard, but you know, my next phone needs to be a cat boy. Well, okay, so that 50 sub thing right now on the list is Catboy maid, bunny outfit, and pantsuit with the shoulder pads. What are you sending me? I don't want to hear it, Vari. Net worth. Show the net worth. if you wanna talk about it. And the assets. You don't have any homes. You don't have any stocks. You got nothing. That's crazy. I wonder if it would upset Vari if I showed him my bank balance, which isn't even much, but like, I don't have anything of worth outside of it. Yeah, but when your net worth is like in the mills, it's kind of irrelevant how much cash you have on hand, Vari. You do that. Check on your barbecue. Very important. Catboy mate is like your dream. Oh man. That ain't how that works. I mean, it kind of is. You can just, you know, take credit out and get your money later. If you sold everything as soon as reasonably possible, Vari, how much would you have? 12 mil in debt. Okay, and how much in assets? How much are all your assets worth? You've been avoiding this question. You have less than 10 mil if you sell all you own. Is that after the debt? Or is that before you pay off your debt? These are key questions. As much as possible, you owe. Oh no. All right, well, never mind. Vari's cooked. Don't take advice from him. Anyway. Getting off of that topic before it continues in a circle forever. You're just that good. Any other questions for me before I continue my pegging? Any other curiosities about me or what I'm doing or my interests, anything like that? Can you peg me? No. Respectfully, no. That's a hard negative, in fact. Question. Okay, go on. Why am I even watching you then? Average simp. I don't know. Why are you? That's a great question. Entertainment, I would think. Someone to point and laugh at. Something like that. Oh, my 2 tattoos. Okay, the one is kind of hard to explain because it's just something I drew when I was younger, related to a friend. It's like it's basically like tribal style shield shape thing. I don't know how to explain it without showing it. That one's, it's mid at best. Maybe one day I'll get it covered with something cooler. Do I want to be the alcoholic writer, the hillbilly religious man, or gay background character in your next novel? If I sign up for one of these, does that mean I have to do the voice acting if it's ever animated or something? Or like, am I off the hook for that? If I'm off the hook for that, I'll go with hillbilly religious man. But if I'm not off the hook for that, I'll go for alcoholic writer. I think I can do that one. True Pepe clown. I don't know what to tell you, Chief. Yeah, Clay can be your background character, your gay background character. He'll do a phenomenal job, I'm sure. Yeah, so someone was trying to tell me that I was definitely, I don't know, were they trying to say that I was gay or that I was a woman? I forget which. I think they were trying to insist that I was a woman because during the Dress to Impress stream, oh my god, this guy, during the Dress to Impress stream, I think Vari, that would be Antrol in chat, I'm pretty sure he did something really funny. It was just awful, but it was funny. And I went, yes, Queen Slay. And they were just like, but you have to be a woman. No. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry to disappoint, but no. Oh, what do you mean I'm not beating the out? Listen, okay. This might dig me into a deeper hole, but I'm going to explain myself. So in high school, they had a technical program. No, I'm sorry, but then I'm really not. So they had a technical program. Whoa, pause. Right. Technical program in high school. You know, a vocational school that you can go to while you're in high school. They get, you know, you get off the bus when you get to high school. When you get to school, you get off the bus. You go on another bus, they send you off to the Votech school. So for some reason, and I don't remember how, I think my sister just pressured me into it, basically, just kept telling me I should do it. She convinced me to go into the cosmetology program. For anyone not familiar, that is beauty school. Now you might say, but did you have any interest in it? And the answer is no. None. I did not care. I was not actually that interested in it. You know, hair and all that, like, yeah, it's neat, I guess, you know? That's cool. You know, I'd watch a short video about a summary of like the history of it or something, right? Like that's about my level of interest, you know, mild curiosity. But I somehow got roped into doing that, and it did get me out of electives and stuff. That was huge. Now I did try to go, they had a It wasn't quite a computer science program type thing. We'll get there, Vari. It has a hydration score. What? Oh, I get the joke, Ben. So I go for it anyway. I'm like, what? Why not? They didn't have the IT program anymore. Like, it was ended. Like, the year I wanted to go, they were like, yeah, no, we're not doing that anymore. We're closing it down. So I was kind of out of luck on that. I was like, well, I still don't want to have to do electives. I don't like electives. They weren't fun for me. You know, I'd like to go do stuff. So my sister talked me into Cosmo. So I go. And you know, it was actually pretty cool. The girls were really nice to me. Oh, wow. Thanks, Vari. And you gave it to... Oh, I don't have a nice way to read that. There it goes. Oh, Maisha got one. And Yoshi. Okay. Tishan? Something like that. I don't know how to say that one. T. I'll call him T, so I don't sound like I'm saying something mean about him. And Monkey. Everyone thank Vari. But yeah, continuing the story. The girls were all really nice. It was like a little, like, I don't want to say family, because that would be a little weird, but it was a friend group, all of us. And there were like, I don't know, 15 or so of us. And it was me, the straight guy, and the rest of them were all girls. There were like 3 gay guys in the program, but they were in the afternoon class. So I didn't ever really get to interact with them. And that was entertaining all on its own. What do you mean I'm too poor to afford bleach? It ain't cheap, I tell ya. That stuff ain't cheap. So the first year went by without a hitch. I was trying to maintain the policy of I'm not going to date any of these women, because obviously that's problems, right? I'm very aware that at least one of them was interested in me, but I wasn't gonna do that because I didn't want to cause drama and like make a problem, anything like that. It was just like, haha, okay, that's nice. Like, I get it. And, you know, I'm not gonna say she was not attractive, just, you know, didn't want to cause any issues. And I was having a good time, so I didn't want to ruin anything. Second year rolls around. Okay, now both of the classes from the first year are combined. And the drama starts almost immediately. Because now there are more girls, more women, and some of them are a lot more interested in me than the ones in the first year were. I like to think I managed this very well. I only ended up dating one of them, and that was like halfway through that second year, and I was very serious about dating her. It wasn't like a thing. It was a thing, you know. I actually cared about her. But all of that went, you know, actually decently well. I was having a good time. Now, this is a 3-year program, though. And there was one particular problem with me being who I am there. There is, how to say this, a kind of sexism that goes on in these classes if you are gay best friend zoned. No, I didn't get gay best friend zoned. They didn't think I was gay. Oh, the first year I did go to a party and claimed to be gay, but not to all the girls. The girls knew full well that I was straight, but they also knew that I would never do anything inappropriate, aside from, you know, maybe flirt if I got really drunk or something. But of course that didn't happen, so that wasn't a concern. But like, that would be like the upper limit for me. Like, that's the most inappropriate thing I could ever, you know, do. Otherwise I would just be, you know, basically a vegetable. So they, you know, they trusted me, which was great, but their parents of course didn't. So I had to dress and act like I was gay every time one of their parents came by. No, other way around. I was pretending to be gay just so that their parents wouldn't be worried about me being at this party. But I wasn't doing anything inappropriate. And all the girls knew full well that I was very straight. I just wasn't. I was by choice, by willpower, not interested in any of them, because that would have screwed up the whole entire vibe and the positive nature of the class. Honestly, I didn't even have to like have an impression per se. I just dressed up in the gayest way I could, and that was it. Like, really colorful shirt. I think I old man talks about his old high school days from 40 years. 40 years. It's not that far. Not that old. Damn. But yeah, just like a slightly tighter pair of jeans that I owned. They were actually just a little small. Can we just go back to pegging? Wow. He's just making fun of me now. But yeah, so there was that event did occur. Second year, I ended up giving up though. There's definitely a sexism against straight guys, at least in that particular class. The standard for the work that I did, so what we would have to do, for anyone who isn't aware, you'd have these like mannequin heads that have hair on them, fake hair, of course, but it's very close to real hair. Would have been like horse hair or something. I don't know. Not human hair, I know that much. It's too expensive. But you would have to style their hair in certain kinds of styles and then show it to the instructor to get credit. The standard for me was always extraordinarily high. Like, it had to be borderline perfect. And that's fine. I respect that. You know, if you have a standard, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemons. Getting derailed so easily. So that was the standard for me, but the standard for many of the girls was, yeah, close enough. Or like, oh, you did half of it? Yeah, fine, we'll count it. And they could get away with that. I couldn't get away with that for obvious reasons of, you know, the standard was, yeah, it has to be borderline perfect. And now some of the other girls were that good. I want to give them credit. It's not like the standard set for me was impossible. But I went in there having zero experience, no knowledge. So realistically, was I going to hit that? Was I going to get my hours? That it's basically a sheet where you have to do a certain set of things a number of times to a certain level, and that all counts towards your totals and all that stuff. And I looked at it very seriously. I was like, I can't do that. I cannot hit these numbers at this standard. It's not happening. So I ended up dropping out of that. I don't remember what started that whole story, but that is a thing that I went through, that I did. I went to beauty school and it was fun. It was actually a good time. That said, I don't think I'd want to do it as a career or like a job or anything. I'm good. I'll leave that for the people who want to do it. Ooh, a slimy salve. Yeah, we'll take that. What are you talking about, Ben? I could read that with an accent, but my throat is already kind of sore. I don't think I'm used to yapping this much. So, I'll pass. Thank you, though. Okay, what are these? The refilibuster. Ah, this does damage when you refresh the board. That's a pretty good one. Yeah, we're going left for sure. But yes, that's my like one really big unique experience I've had in life, was to be in Cosmo as a straight guy, getting all of that female experience, female attention that I hadn't experienced for most of my life. Tails are swift. All right, Klee, listen here. Them's fighting words. I've dealt with those jokes my whole life. Ever since I was like, yeah, Taylor, that'll work for my online handle. Yep, it's over. It's so over. Here come the Taylor Swift jokes. Yeah, I just can't, I can't yap continually for too long. Otherwise, you know, I'm not trained enough yet. I'm still Taylor Swift. God damn it. What have you done? Came in like a wrecking ball. No. Oh, man. All right, guys. It was nice knowing you. It's Jover for me. You're training me? What do you mean? Training me for what? All you wanted was to take your pegs? Huh? What? Take a heal. All right. Whenever an enemy is defeated, refresh the board. To yap longer. You know, you're right. You're right. Enemy resistances become weaknesses instead. Oh. Ask me anything. Just like me, for real, for real. Ben. This is, that's getting a little weird. Got a cat collar. Yeah, we'll take that. I don't think I've ever used that item before. Not to my knowledge, anyway. I am kind of stupid. It's entirely possible I used it. Totally forgot. What's this one? Right. Okay. Yeah. Clear reminds me of this every time, and it's a great one. Remember to like, follow, subscribe, share, all those things, or you will never explode while pegging. Thank you, Clay. How's streaming been for me? Oh, that's a great question. It's been a little rough at first, of course. You know, you expect the scuff. But not bad. I've had some very good friends who have come and supported me whilst I've been starting out, trying to get a feel for it and find my footing, get comfortable, all of those things. And I would say that means a lot. It helps a lot too to get the feedback from people who are watching instead of having to give yourself feedback. I would say that's critical, even to being able to get those criticisms from people who actually care but aren't going to over criticize you like you will yourself. You'll look at yourself and be like, oh, this is, I could make this thing a little bit better, and I can make that a little bit better, and this and that. But your friends will probably just tell you like, nah, there's this glaring problem right here, please fix it. You know, everything else is fine, fix that. And then the amount of improvement you get out of that is significant and way better than and whatever you're gonna get yourself stuck into, which is something that I started having that problem, but again, you know, my friends helped me with it. But yeah, watching other small streamers will help you a lot. Ask questions, you know. I know some people are a little weird about it, like they don't want to talk about you know, how much stuff costs to them, or what services they're using, or things like that. I don't mind. Feel free to ask. I will explain anything and everything. If I remember. That's a very big detail. If I don't remember, I can't tell you. But I'll try. Probably one of the biggest things, and it sounds like you already have this part worked out, you're getting a reference sheet made. I would say is don't overspend on your assets and stuff. Some things you can just do without. I don't have a BRB screen. I don't really think I'm going to have one for a while, because I don't really want to get one unless it's a nice one. That's okay, Clean. Thank you for coming by. It was great seeing you. Yeah, there's things I don't have. You know, the starting and end screens are, you know, rough drafts essentially that my artist / rigger made for me. And I asked for it. It was the first one they ever made. I knew that going in. That's fine. But I don't think they're quite what I want, but at least there's something. Yeah, it's something to start the stream with so that it doesn't abruptly begin. And then people don't have time to like filter in. But I would say, you know, just get your bare minimum and don't worry about the rest for a while, especially when it costs money. Like it is important, you know, if, you know, $400 gets you something that you think is good enough to start, as opposed to spending $2,000, yeah, probably do that. Because you might find that, like, you know, 3 months in, you go, I hate this. You know, maybe you're someone who gets too obsessed with the numbers that you see for your viewer count. And that's valid, right? Some people just can't, like, you know, can't watch that number fluctuate. Twitch doesn't even report it properly, by the way. Maybe it's good enough for approximations when you're a bigger creator, I'm sure. But when you're smaller, I'm fairly certain it is wrong, like, at least half the time. Glowing crap is an item, yeah. It's a decoy orb, where enemies don't get their extra turns for your first reload, which is a pretty good item, and I'm probably going to take it. Oh, Emmy. I mean, as long as you're cool with that and you know that, like, the options are out there, it's fine. But people should be aware that, like, yeah, you can get a model to start if you really want to start for like 350, 400. Is it going to be everything you ever dreamed of? Probably not. You know? So, and if you're okay with that, then it's an option to consider. Oh, a couple grand. That stresses me out so much just to think about just spending a few grand. Just, ugh. You're from YouTube, you edit and prepare stuff. Wrapped up in gathering assets, you need to spend money on stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's going to cost you something. There are free to use ones. I'll say personally, they're okay. If you have an idea for an OC in your head and you like who you want to represent yourself as your avatar, as your model, then you may not be pleased with what's available for free, but it is there for sure. That's the one I streamed unlisted just to my friends for like a month before I even started real streaming. And for that, for the most part, I did use a free to use model. I do recommend it for practice. If you want to stream with it, that's fine too. I mean, I don't think anyone really cares if you do that. Like, they're not going to, like, okay, some people are going to judge you, let's be real. But anyone who's going to click on a smaller creator in the first place probably isn't. So it'll probably be fine if that's what you want to do. Try it out. But you have lots of options is the point. And yeah, there's the customizable ones. Those are a lot better than the free to use ones in terms of like getting closer to what you like. But they are still pretty limited within certain bounds. You know, if you're very flexible and you're just like, I just need something that, you know, I feel kind of comfy with, you know, it's cool, then that's totally a reasonable option that you can take. And obviously consider it regardless. They're out there. You'll find them as you go. That's okay, Amy. No worries. I'm trying to think of the website where all of these are. Because it's not on VGen, I know that much. VGen is where you pay for things. Let me check my bookmarks. It might be there. Nizima, something like that, I think it is. Yeah. So I think it's this website, if I'm not mistaken. I know you can definitely get pre-made models there. Reading the comments on your videos, you learn, yeah, don't engage too much with those people. If you don't know them, like, or if they're not saying nice things, don't even pay attention to them. It's not worth it. Yeah, the nice thing is a lot of people who will watch streams, most of them, I have had like 0 people who are rude or like disrespectful. I'm sure I'll get them eventually, but I haven't seen a single one. People are great. Because there's an investment you have to make too, to come to a stream. You know, you're saying, well, I'm going to at least be there for like 5 minutes to check it out, if nothing else. And you got to, you know, for most people, go to Twitch and open it up, and like, it's a different environment. You know, if you don't like it, you'll probably just click away, which is fine. Ben, I already have mental illness. It's okay. We're already there. The ship has sailed. It's okay. I can engage with you just fine. I already have the illness. Yeah, there's Nazima. I think there's other websites. I just don't know them off the top of my head. I do know that Pippa made an entire stream dedicated to answering all your questions about how to start streaming. One day, 20 years from now, something you've said will click in my head and I'll know. Oh, okay. Thanks, Ben. Listen, if someone was going to say something that was going to ruin me, it would have been years ago, and it would have been on Gary's Mod roleplay. And that probably did happen. I just don't realize it. But yeah, Pippa made a whole video about it. PNG tubing. I think there are assets for that on there. Nice. Yeah, the some of the other technical stuff she covers as well in that video, stuff that I probably can't explain very well. But yeah, PNG tubing is a lot simpler. I imagine it's mainly just voice activated. You can probably get more intricate with it, with how the voice activation works and maybe some gestures. But no, I mean, go for it. I would say this is personal opinion, and it doesn't actually stop me from watching anybody. So please don't feel attacked if you're someone here who has this. But personal opinion, I do not like 3D models over Live 2D or PNGs. I prefer those two over 3D. I don't think the 3D is bad per se. I just prefer the 2D aspect of it all. For anything 3D, I am of the opinion that you can't get the resolution and quality that makes it good, but I think we'll probably get there eventually, and that's when it'll be like, yeah, that's awesome, that's good. Right now, I think it's just how much you can actually render, you know, in terms of a high quality 3D model is a bit limited. Some people don't feel that way. Some people love it. And I mean, it does let you be way more expressive in certain ways, full body tracking and stuff. That's awesome, right? I mean, again, not for me, but like, that's an awesome perk of it. So I totally understand why people like it. Voice activated toggles for motions. Yeah, that sounds about right to what I would expect. I haven't looked at it at all for obvious reasons, but yeah, actually, hold on. Let me, I have like the worst memory ever. I don't know how else to describe it, But let me make sure I have followed you on Twitch so I find out when you're doing that. Oh no, I already did that. Awesome. All right, I think I did. Hold on. Oh no, okay, I clicked the wrong person. There we go. Okay. I'll be there, probably, maybe, depending on the time. There's someone who is debuting tonight at like 2 a.m. Fully animated loops and yeah, I mean, it's just a picture. You know, you can do so much with that to where it's, as long as it's expressive, that's the whole point of all of it, is to express yourself. If you can find a way to do it, you know, you're golden. If your voice is expressive enough, if you can just do that, you don't even need anything. Plenty of people do it. I think it does help to have some visual, but yeah, plenty of people are successful by just having their voice out there. Yeah, Emmy does that. Has her little little pumpkin cat. I don't know what else to call it. Yeah, I don't know which streamer you're talking about. Also, is it Peony, K? What do you prefer? Because I don't actually know. But anyway, if you have the link to that person, I would be very interested to go and watch that at some point. Go look into that, because that sounds really cool. I'd love to see it. Or just like their handle or something. If not, that's fine. But I figured I'd ask since you mentioned it. The downsides of having wires is they get caught in everything. Yeah, no, links are allowed in Twitch chat anyway. I think YouTube, I don't get that option per se, so they're not allowed there, which is annoying. Say? Okay. Okay. Yeah, if you can find it, that'd be great. I wish I could help you with that, Emmy. I'm sure there's tutorials, though. Best of luck. This is Goblin. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's like basically animated, yeah. That's insanely animated. That might as well be live 2D with like the level of how reactive it is to every single thing he's doing. That's crazy. All right, well, I followed that one. Gonna have to keep up with it. Yeah, that's like next level. That's insane. Oh god, I have 28 notifications. Okay, we're gonna get off of there before I get sidetracked. A stream deck with loops. That's wild. How long until I become Fox VTuber 875? What does that mean? Like number 875? I'm not becoming a Fox VTuber. What are you talking about? Yeah, definitely super creative. I love that though. That's what this is all about. Too shy to ask random people. Aw. I'm like I said, I'm sure there's tutorials out there. They might just be difficult to get through. In which case, I'm sorry for you. I hope you find one that's good. And just because you didn't get to hear me get up on my soapbox earlier, Emmy, if you haven't tried it, like given it a real college try, most of the people here right now are just because I posted a link on Blue Sky and saw it and went, oh yeah, I'll go there. Because you're allowed to do that over there. You're allowed to post links. You don't get shadow banned for it. Can I try you? Oh no, Vari. Let's see. It is, huh? Ah, yeah. Well, that's the thing. If you post links on Twitter, you will get punished and shadow banned. That is why people don't really do it. Like they'll vague post about it, right? You know, vaguely mention that like I'm gonna stream this later in a bit, but they won't post their Twitch link, which makes it that much more of a pain. Your OBS just alerted you. Of course, of course. I'm excited to see what it becomes. Where you go. Yeah, no. So you don't really have to learn anything, Emmy. That's the thing. Like I'm too stupid for Twitter, and by that I mean I refused to use it growing up, and now I don't know how to use it. I'm bad at it. IRL rando post. I'm streaming gets 10k. Okay, well, that's a different person. They're allowed to do that. If you're a small streamer and you post your link, or you try to say like I'm streaming, for one, nobody cares for most of it. Like, let's just be real. Most people who see it are going to be like, yeah, I don't have time, or I'm busy, whatever. But if there's no link, then they got to like open your profile and go find it. Like, that's work. It's one extra little barrier, and it matters. It's one extra barrier for them to get to that link to click it and check you out. And for when it's an unknown quantity, when you don't already know that you like that thing that's being advertised to you, you know, are you gonna bother? Probably not. I'll admit I didn't really bother on Twitter when people would mention stuff like that. Even if I'm following them, I'd be like, yeah, but that's like work. You know, unless I've interacted with them a bunch already, which was hard to do there, I wouldn't put any effort to go find it. I didn't feel like I had the time. It matters way more than it should, but it does. Most of the time, I actually want to lurk, but you're in bed. Asmon Gold finally had to start cleaning his room. What? That's crazy. I don't really follow drama or anything, but I am aware that he is Nurgle's spawn, more or less. That's true. If there's imaginary points, that does help. I have noticed that does keep me around a little longer. It does drag out how long I'm there for. Yeah, no, absolutely. You have to advertise your own stuff. Who else is going to do it, right? That's the biggest thing. But even if other people are willing to help out with it, if you don't start it, they're not going to do it. It's about how you do it too. You know, if you're rude or you're just like shoving it down people's throats, I mean, obviously they're not going to like that. But I've never felt offended at seeing someone be like, I'm live playing game, here link. You know, at most, you know, I'm like, oh, well, I'm at work, so I can't do that, and I scroll past. You know, if I know who they are, if I've interacted with them and I like them, I'll give it a little like. I should be reposting it. I know I should be doing that. I have to train myself to do that now. But yeah, no, you just throw stuff out there. I've just been not quite shit posting, but just saying whatever's on my mind on Blue Sky, and it works. Like, people engage with it. I have conversations. It's awesome. And then, you know, when I'm going live, for one, it doesn't feel so much like an advertisement. You know, I've been talking to these people. They know me. So it's more of just like letting them know, you know, like you would tell your friends or something like that, where it doesn't feel quite like you're advertising into an empty void that doesn't give a crap. You know, it feels social. That's what I've been telling myself these last few days, is like, I'll be on there before I go to bed, and then I'm giddy at night. I'm trying to sleep, and I'm just like, haha, that was funny. Haha, that was great. I loved that. You know, that was so cute, or whatever. And then I have trouble falling asleep. It's great. Hey, X-Max. I was just yapping about Blue Sky. I don't know if you heard all that drama about it lately. What do you mean sus? What's sus, Fari? Come on. Um, yeah, I was talking about Blue Sky and how much fun I've been having on it. Recently, there was something of a too busy web fishing. Understandable. What do you? I'm not allowed to have fun chatting with people. I can't do that. I can't enjoy myself. No, what the fuck? You're right. Men aren't allowed to have fun. I forgot about that one. Every relationship is a transaction, he says. Well, it is, but what kind of transaction? A transaction of fun? Are you enjoying it? You know? Building bonds? Sounds like you're just jaded. Yeah. Yeah, Antral's just jaded. Uh, and yeah, no, I mean that's why I started too. Dementia. It was just like, yeah, well, everyone's going, might as well, right? Why not check it out? I hate this Twitter place. I despise it. You're normal. No, you're not. So many ways you're not. You're like a borderline genius. Let's start there. Not normal. Anyway. Yeah, everyone went over. I was like, yeah, sure. I despise Twitter. When I started there, I was miserable. I don't think Delita, are you there? If he's still here, he can attest. I was complaining about it. Zippy would know even more. I definitely complained to him about it quite a bit. You're all just freaks. Okay, buddy. It was whiplash, yeah. Even just after my few months there, where I was, every time I would go on and try to think about, like, how am I going to engage with these people? I want to be part of this community. I want to share things. I want to, you know, be part of it. And I just kind of couldn't get in, you know? I figured, I kind of knew if I paid, you know, pay for the check mark, I'd probably be in, because they'll promote your stuff if you do that. That's been proven like several times now. But I wasn't going to do that. You know, that's just not happening. It's not worth the money to me. You know, I figure like my content's not amazing, right? It's not next level. I am not pushing any boundaries yet. You know, I think I do some neat stuff. We have fun here. But I'm not even to the point where I would spend money to advertise. Like, period. And to spend it on Twitter? No. Tempted to do that just to organize your bookmarks. Oh, man. They put that behind it, too? God. Yeah, that's another thing. I haven't seen many bots yet. Keep your eyes peeled. They will come eventually, since people are talking about it. Yeah, that's scummy, putting things like that behind a... That's just a basic feature. That doesn't cost them anything. Like, I was thinking today, if Blue Sky was like, yeah, we need to fund, like, servers and stuff, and we can't afford it, you should advertise your OnlyFans. Who's OnlyFans? I don't think anyone here has an OnlyFans. Pushing new boundaries. Is it last time for my cannibalistic clown cat girl survival Olympics? No, I don't think it is, Ben. I don't know that it'll ever be time for that. All right, I don't have an OnlyFans. What are you talking about? Is this just what you're dreaming of at night, and then you wake up and you think it's still real? What he taught? This guy's crazy. I don't know what you've been paying for. That's a great question. Stream tips, other half is art giveaways. Yeah. I've seen, for one, a lot less vague posting. Mainly because I think people aren't being shown the things they don't like, which is kind of important, I think, to not be fed stuff that you hate all the time. mean, yeah, sometimes I get like some politics, trickle into my discovery feed, which is it's meant to help you branch out. And I'm just like, yeah, no thanks. But it's like every once in a while. It's not half my feed, even though I specifically asked not for that. Which is exactly what I get on Twitter, which is frustrating. And the other half is, people advertising themselves, but not to each other, not to the community. They're just like putting things out there to try and like grab your attention. Of course, you still even get that on Blue Sky to an extent, right? Like, I'm going to be blunt with you. Just yesterday, I definitely did see somebody, not going to say who because I don't remember, post a video that starts out with them just doing the old up and down movement with their model. And, it just so happens that the camera is focused directly on their chest. And you know what I'm getting at here? Oh, the ad break's on for Twitch. Oops. They're not going to have any context. Lol boobs. That's literally what it is. And listen, I get it. That gets attention. That gets people to look at you. Okay. Whatever it takes to get what you need. To get people in the door. Totally understand it. But it's not every single post. True. No ads if you sub or have turbo. Which, I mean, if you watch a lot of Twitch and not just one or two people, probably turbo's the better investment. We still get paid for the ads, which is very important for like, if you're like, whoa, but they get less. No. If you watch a fair amount of it, then we get paid anyway. It would just be if you watch very little, but you still want to support, then the sub would be worth more. But even then, I don't know. If you know someone needs the money, for sure, do what your heart tells you to. But like for someone like me, if you're like, yeah, I barely watch, don't sub. Just use your turbo. That's fine. I have no expectation on that. The subs are for basically funding community stuff. And I'm in the position where I can just do that and not, it's not my job. It's not a full-time thing. I don't need the money that badly. There are other creators who probably do. And I would say to go spend it there if you are worried about, helping someone with the money. But if you're loving the community here and you enjoy the stream and you want to see more community stuff, that's what that money goes towards here. Turbo Twitch. Was that Michael J. Fox's superhero name? There's a reference in there that I don't get. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm missing something there, Ben. I don't know anything about Michael J. Fox, so I probably do actually know. I just don't recognize the name and like connect it. But yeah, enough undermining my own Twitch income. Blue Sky has been a lot of fun. If anything, it's been a detriment to me. I have not been sleeping as much as I should. It's been keeping me up. I get sucked in, and then I'm happy. Unlike on Twitter where you get sucked in and then you leave and you go, "Wow, that was definitely something." Yeah. I mean, I think there's a fair amount of content creators who are in that second bucket of like, we don't need the money from it, but it goes into making it better. If you like what you see, I'll do more of it if you help fund it. It's basically how it goes. Like if I could turn this into a career and then I would need the money technically, I would do that too. I would much prefer it. I would have to stream a lot more, and that's fine. I would have no complaints about it. But for the time being, until that's like even feasible, I don't worry about it. you know, there's always something worth investing in up to a pretty high limit, I guess. Um, that could make it better, you know, more art commissions, more outfits, more everything, you know. Giveaways if people actually want me to do those. I have mixed feelings on those, but stupid zoomer. You're right, Ben. I am a stupid zoomer. Uh, I'm especially stupid. Let's put an asterisk on that one. Very stupid. Uh, I know lots of things, but I'm kind of stupid. My favorite part of streaming, definitely the chat interaction. If I had enough people to just sit here sometimes and just talk like I'm doing today, which is quite the blessing. Thank you all for being here. I could just do that sometimes. Of course, sometimes I want to play games and show you guys things. But talking with everyone, that's my favorite part for sure. But you know, the jokes, the banter, the back and forth, people making fun of my gameplay because it's not awful. I'm not a game journalist, I swear. Nor am I someone who just got into it. But you know, then I go and play a game that's like actually hard, and I kind of can struggle sometimes. You know, it's a little tough. I'm a little hard-headed on certain things. My personality streamer is talking instead of playing video games. Sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're gonna yap, you gotta be decent at it to start. The games can help with that though, and you're gonna be nervous for sure about just like yapping about whatever. You're not trying to play like a controller in a meat typhoon. No, I'm not. I'm just bad at games. No, I mean, I beat Armored Core 6 and Elden Ring and Dark Souls 1 through 3. So I would argue I'm actually decent at video games. Yes, natural born yappers. The crazy thing is, my whole life, I've been considered like the quiet person, you know, the quiet kid in the corner. That was definitely a joke that a teacher didn't say to me in middle school and kind of messed me up mentally. I'm kidding. That absolutely happened. It was very that upset me a little. It was like it was an unironic, well, I guess it was ironic because it was a joke. But it was like borderline a school shooter joke, and they made it about me being the shooter because I was the quiet kid in the corner. And I'm just like, but I don't hurt people. Still like middle school. But then the teacher laughed it off and was like, nah, I'm kidding. He would never. And I was like, oh, okay. They don't hate me. But that was a hell of a moment for me. But it did make me realize, like, yeah, I don't talk much, do I? That's just social anxiety. But I don't have to look at you all, like, in person, so it's a lot easier to just get comfortable. And yeah, I mean, Armored Core is really good, so they should be mentioning it. That should absolutely be a topic. Everyone should love Armored Core because it's great. I want so badly this live wallpaper. What are you talking about? Which one? Are you making a joke about me? Mecha Break? Sure. Let me know when it comes out. I'll play it. I'm considering doing an Armored Core 6 playthrough at some point here. Don't take it the wrong way, Ben. And here, since I'm just yapping, I'll we'll get on screen a little more here. There we go. Top 2 world? I don't know about that. Community web fishing? I was doing web fishing the other day. I even had the code up. I think just no one happened to notice for whatever reason who was interested. Maybe on Friday we'll do web fishing. I've spent the majority of my stream time tonight yapping, so yeah, we can do that. I loved AC6. It was so fun. Get another one for video player. Web fishing is a game about fishing. You fish. That's it. It's a you fish. That's crazy, right? But no, Ben, I'm not saying I don't want to look at you guys. I'm saying it gives me social anxiety to have to look at a bunch of people and then speak to them. Just verbal conversations are a little awkward at first until I get a feel for people. Like Antrol in chat here can so like Stardew kind of Antrol can attest. When I started playing games with him and the other guys, I didn't talk much. I was kind of quiet. I was just hanging out, you know, keeping an eye on things, hearing how they are. And then I chimed in after a while. I murdered Naishu the other day. I still feel a little bad about that, but only a little. I'm not a wuss or anything. It's just I don't want to come off incorrect. I don't want to convey the wrong idea about myself. I want to make sure, you know, that I'm communicating effectively and properly. I played Silent Hill 2 all the way through, and I only jumped a few times, and I only jumped. I didn't like scream like a little baby. You want to see me scream? We'll play Phasmo. I've been trying to get people to play that with me. I haven't bothered to ask you yet, because I was trying to see if I could do a collab for it for, like, you know, Halloween and stuff. But I've only gotten one person who seems interested that, like, could feasibly do it. But their time zones are really wonky, and I'm iffy on that. It's the Wuss Lord. Yeah, I want to try to get one. I don't know if I can. Just not your kind of game. Yeah. Uh-huh. I bet. Coward. I've played it. A fair amount, even. You need to be killing people for it to be fun. I think there's something wrong with you. Well, let me pull up Phasmo. What's my playtime? 50 hours in Phasmophobia. But I last played it on January 10th of 2021. It's been a little while. I can't play it alone, though. I'm not going to, like, solo into it or solo queue with randoms. It's a very team-heavy game, so doing that just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Oh, Yoshi just went live. Who all is live? There's a bunch of people. I recently followed quite a few people from Blue Sky and other things, but I haven't gotten to watch many of them. So I of the ones that are live, there's only a few I think I could even consider sending you guys to when we're done. We'll see you streaming then. But no, I will play Phasmo. I will play Trigger Warning and all that stuff. I just need people to play it with. Dude, Scrubmaster 69 keeps clubbing me in the back of the head. What else, Ben? And wait, I'm the Wuss Lord? Okay. I get a little bit afraid from one spider jumping at my face in a game because I'm a bit of an arachnophobic and everyone makes fun of me. I see how it is. Let's see. Have I played any other horror games worth mentioning? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Oh, I could try to solo SCP-5K. That would be tough, though. Very easy to die in that game, and if you're playing solo, you don't get to respawn, you just have to start over. I'm sorry, what did you just say? Ben, I think you need various levels of help. He said, "Show no fear, my son. Tongue that spussy." Referring to a spider, to be clear. Anyway, Emmy wants a pet spider. I strongly disagree with your choice, Emmy. But, you know, do whatever you want, of course. I know most spiders aren't actually that dangerous. I'm just terrified. Yeah, they just gross me out to a point that I can't take it. Like they're too much of a fear, disgust, kind of reaction. I don't like bugs in general, but like, you know, if a ladybug lands on me, I'm not freaking out. If a big spider lands on me, it's violence. We're throwing hands. One story I was told when I was younger that stuck with me, and it's not a long one, thankfully for all of you. My grandfather was a soldier in World War II. And at one point, he was, I forget where, I think he was stationed in Australia or something for a time. And while he was walking, doing a patrol, a spider showed up that was like utterly massive, just like popped out of the dirt or whatever. And his response to that, and I think this is totally valid, was to just pull out his sidearm and blast it. He put, I think the story was 2 holes in it because the first one didn't kill it. For most male spiders, their pee-pee falls off after they use it, and it isn't even involved in the actual mating. Oh no. That's more gross. That's just awful. Thanks. I hate it. I don't know that that's true either, but whatever. But yes, I'm terrified of spiders. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. If they're not in my home, I don't really care. I just avoid them. But if they're in my home, it's violence. 100%. Like there's just no way. That's another reason I could not move south. If I move further south than like Pennsylvania, that's when the spiders start getting kind of big. I can't do it. It's not happening. I don't think I want to know more about this, Ben. I'm gonna pass on reading that. But yeah, that's why I yelped when we played Doors, because a spider jumped at me. And that one time I got jump scared really bad, that did happen. There was a moment when I just turned around and there was just something there waiting for me, and it just screamed at me, so I yelped. I screamed. Oh, my throat's actually getting sore. This is crazy. Okay, there we go. My bad. It's okay, you didn't do anything. Let me just interrupt whatever thing you were trying to imply there. You didn't do anything. Yeah, it's sore from talking. You're taking their garbage? How dare you? Ooh, we got a healing slime. Nice. Oh, I kind of didn't want the refresh because now I can't hit the bomb the second time. And that bomb is... I need it. I need the bomb. Come on. Oh, man. Just one bomb. Oh, come on. Oh. This hurts. There we go. Now I have 3 bombs. Now it's wild overkill. Excellent. Done. All right, let's see. Nothing to spend my money on, except for healing. You can buy a quarter of a Snickers. That's crazy. I wish I could buy a quarter of a Snickers. Vari wishes he could buy a quarter of a Snickers. Wow, that's crazy that I ended up in that hole. Oh, friendly reminder to people on Twitch. You can clip, and I would appreciate it so very much if you did. Because going back and trying to clip out every little sus thing I say, it's tiring. Oh, good, I got rid of a pebble. Or a pebble. Yeah, it's a shame we don't play Peggle anymore, but I mean, it's kind of a one and done game. But I've already spent my amazing line of... Sorry, let me give some context before I say the joke. In Peggle... Yeah, I played all the Peggle games. That was a pretty early one that I did. Clea was there for that, I think. Right, in Peggle, you only get so many balls. I think it's usually 10 per game. So you have to use those 10 to hit all of the colored pegs. And, you know, you hit all of them and then you win, essentially, that stage. So running out of balls is a problem. So at one point, I had said, oh no, I'm running out of balls. Quick, let me borrow your balls. And I've already spent it. The joke's over. I can never capture that again. My only regret is that there were less people there than I would have liked to see it. Truly a tragedy. A national tragedy. Missed the bomb. Darn. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're fighting a mole rat. Or a mole? No, just a mole. It is definitely just a regular old mole. This tree's really getting in my way. Oh, come on. Right down the gutter. Oh, hi, Clee. Welcome back. I thought you were going to bed or something. All right, so now that you've all seen some pegging, how do y'all feel about the pegging gameplay? How do you feel about pegging? You're gonna post the art tomorrow. Awesome. I'm super excited to see it. For context, Klee said they would make, presumably, unless someone beats them to it, the very first... Ow, my eyes. They're very dry. The very first fan art I will have ever seen, which is going to be pretty great. I'm very excited to see it. Aww. That's okay. It doesn't have to be great. It does. You're not Picasso, you know. Don't try to be. Just make whatever makes you happy. Okay, bomb time. Less pegging, more squirting. What do you think this is, Ben? Where's the crit? The crit's down there. I don't want to have to try and get it down there. We'll go for the bomb instead. Yeah, we got the bomb. Nice. Defeat Avogadro's tree. Oh yeah, I guess we did do that. Oh, Highway Orbery, my beloved. Okay, so now every time we go through a combat stage, I can upgrade that orb infinitely. As many times as you want. And it just gets absurd. And we have plenty of stages to go. Ooh. All pegs have durable, means they can all take 3 hits, and I'm pretty sure give you the damage for all of them. It's an awesome, awesome relic. Oh no, cubes. Are you okay, Ben? I know the answer to that question is no, but still. It just funnels down. Almost killed it, though. Okay, let's see. Can we... Oh. I was hoping to bounce it around up there to open up the crit for the knife on the next one. But that didn't pan out. Might kill that one. 1 damage. Man. Oh, the crit moved. Nice. Okay, so we just do that. Yeah, downside to durable. Ow. I've been cubed. I don't like being cubed. You ever just get stomped on? Yeah, me neither. Like 6 damage. That's a fair amount, huh? Just wait until I'm hypercubed, huh? I don't want to be hypercubed. Getting cubed enough already. It's like the no, I don't want Comcast Xfinity joke. Although I guess in my area it's that doesn't really apply. I don't think we have Comcast here. God, have so many notifications. Okay, let me make sure like no one's dying or something. Okay, something from work. Lovely. I love getting work emails at 9:30 at night. Not that I have to do now, but yeah, it's like you could just leave me alone at night. Yeah, I gotta send emails out and stuff. Man, this is not going well. Okay, here we go. This might be some damage. It won't matter though, because it'll only kill the one cube. Dang. Got a little bit of health back there from the slime. Yeah, since I think we have some different faces here, I want to bring this controversy back up from earlier. What are our thoughts on slime girls? Good, or are there better monsters? Ben posits that there are better monsters by quite the margin. So, what's everyone's thoughts? Any type of girl. Honestly, relatable. I'll take the one that speaks to me, thanks. Except spider girls, I can't do those, but that's just a tragedy, is what it is. Okay, which way am I going? You're a spider girl? Since when? You don't look like a spider. I've seen your concept art. You don't look like a spider. Since never. Oh, okay, okay. You just like spiders. That's fine. You can like spiders all you want. As long as you're not a spider. As long as you're not a spider monster girl, we're cool. Where'd you post it, Clee? Where'd you post it? uh, I won't embarrass you and put these up, but I like it. It's a nice start to your art career. Spider lily eyes. I don't even know what that is, to be honest with you. All right, so Clee has the title officially, first fan art. I can't do anything with that information. Like, I can't. YouTube doesn't let me give them a special thing, but I would if I could. Yeah, but like eyes, how's that work? I know what a spider lily is. I just the eyes, I don't get it. If they do, I don't think Clee is on any social media. I think Clee is only on YouTube for some reason. All right, I'm taking a screenshot for posterity. Give me their home address. Oh no. Oh, okay. You mean like that? Gotcha, gotcha. Hold on, I have to save this. This is very critical. Okay, it is saved. I don't know if Klee actually wants to be an artist or just like dabbles in it, just a teeny bit. You'd have to ask them. Klee, what are your goals with art, if any? Do want to go left, right? Right. Yeah, Klee's only on YouTube. Oh my goodness. Release me. I want to go to the right. Game. I just want to go to the right game, please. Please, please. I'm the only one. I'm honored. I do think, Clay, if you gave it a try, you might actually like Blue Sky. Because you can just post whatever you want. I crave release? What are you talking about? A dark obelisk. Oh, looms before you. It hums with a tantalizing power. You can feel its connection to the earth. Give it a pebble. Yeah, take my pebble. Big brain skinny queen. Offer the 2 pebbles. Oh, perfect. I can get rid of them. Is there corn? What do you mean? You mean porn? Yeah, I mean, I guess there is, but you have to like look for it intentionally. You have to like enable filters to see it. But it is there. Nice. Oh, do I have a missed call? Is that what I just saw? What was that? Ah, missed call from potential spam. Excellent. I love the spam calls and the spam texts and the spam everything during election season. Battles start with 5 extra gold points or increase max health. I do like money. I'll take the money. You're scared of the internet. Oh, it's not that bad. At least in VTubing, like the entire community there, the one on Blue Sky anyway, it's really, really kind. They're excellent people. Ooh, I'm gonna kill one of these outright. That's kind of crazy. That's a lot of damage. Back in your day, you had to eat your spam to survive. Yeah, I bet you did, Ben. Okay, Grandpa, let's get you back to the retirement home. Yeah, not going to be enough damage to kill, which means I'm going to get damage reflected back at me. Oh, no, that did kill it. Oh, because I have the axe. Or no, does it just take double damage? I forget. I've seen some people compare it to Tumblr. I mean, it probably doesn't match, but you're dyeing your bangs purple. That's pretty epic. I like purple. That's kind of incredible that I got through that more or less unscathed. And we can upgrade twice. Nice. Sip, sip. I went through one very tall glass of water already from all that yapping earlier. Crazy. You guys got to be careful. I don't shut up. You change your favorite color every week, Clee. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm sworn to purple for life. It's just perma. Ooh, we got 2 bombs. That'll clear the shields. And that just hits like a truck. Nice. Okay, so the crit's down there. We're gonna try to get down there if we can. Ah, missed it. Well, that's not gonna do much damage. Bummer. And now I gotta reload. Purple's always top 2. Yeah, better be. Better be. If you know what's good for you. Okay. Once again, I don't think I'm going to hit that crit. The crit orb is okay, but it really relies on you getting these, and that's not something you can actually rely on. You really are. They should pay you for how much you talk about it. I don't think they're here for this one, but I definitely posted, I think it was yesterday, asking everyone on Blue Sky, if I say Sad Boy Pop, what do you think about? What artist does that remind you of? I was kind of vague posting just so I could get some suggestions. But I want to see what you guys say before I tell you what happened. Because I am looking for suggestions that fit that description. Conan Gray. Interesting. An emo kid exploding comically. Okay. Interesting take from Ben, as usual. He's sad and he's the only male artist you like. I don't think that's all it takes. But I'll take it on advice. I'll note that. Oh, this one's really good with the balls that I have now. The Echo Orb is epic. Because you run this one after this one. Insane damage. Ow. Come on. This game hates me. This game hates me so much. I just wanted to go to the right. I don't care about this. I can't afford anything. Yeah. Can't afford anything. Which way do I want to go here, then? Doesn't really matter. Left? If I can. We'll try. We'll try to go left. Yay. I actually got what I wanted for once. All attacks get +1, or pebbles get +1/+2. I don't have any pebbles left, so we'll take the basic blade. And then go left. Oh, we gotta fight the painter? That's gonna be tough. Ooh. I think I know this one, and I think I want it. Yeah, steal 1 health from the selected enemy for every 5 pegs hit. Yeah, that's a good one. Keeps you alive. You just have to not suck. It's that easy. Just don't suck. Be good, even. Post battle hitting is increased by 1% for each orb. Oh, that's not good for me. What'd you miss? Some pegging. That's what you missed. I did ask if anyone had recommendations for Sad Boy Pop and whatever artists that pops into your head. I posted that to Blue Sky yesterday, and I only got one answer, and it was really funny. But I'll explain that after I get my recommendations. Because otherwise it ruins it. I am jealous, though. I haven't had any barbecue ribs in a while. I'll give it the Dag Orb. Oh, the Highway Orb is now level 7. Mayday Parade. Okay. Okay. Weird Al. Okay, I did go to a Weird Al concert when I was younger. Eight hours in the smoker, I imagine, is what you're referring to. Unless you just cooked them for 8 hours in your oven. Either way, nice. Not as good as I was hoping for. No, Weird Al's really funny, though. Definitely I recommend on that. Slow cooker, oh. Very nice. I'm a little jealous, even. I should get a slow cooker. Ruh-roh, I have poison. Thankfully, I have vampirism of sort. I said it was like 500 damage. Even has Sad White Boy Polka. What? Huh? I feel like you're right. I just don't remember it. Yeah, no. I know what you're talking about. I just don't have one. I should get one. I know the fantastic nature of them. I just don't have one yet. She be painting. You said you like artists, right, Emmy? Here's an artist. Just for you. I scared you yesterday. What are you talking about? Huh? 400? Not bad, not bad. The downside to breaking those is they give you spin faction, which hurts. Rather truly. I guess I won't die yet. Talking in school to your friend, you got a notification someone's subbed to your channel. Oh yeah, that was me. Oh no, I'm down to 1 health. This is bad. Oh. Oh. I almost died. That was cutting it close. In this one, you get punished for using the shock orb. I don't think there's any other bosses that punish you for using it, so this was going to be the closest it was going to get. Someone's around. No, we're not doing that. All orbs activate pegs an additional time, but your armor is reduced. Oh, that's tough. Because, like, that could be really good, but that could also be really bad. But I don't really have great options here. We're going to try Heavy Hand. I might be inting myself here. I don't know. We'll find out. Down in the caves. Deep in the caves. I'm resisting a joke here, but I'll be good and not say it. Oh, you get like no aimer. What's my PC specs? Oh dear. Let me try and remember. By remember, I mean pull up system information because I don't remember. Let's see, 64 gigs of RAM, a 7800 X3D for the CPU. And I think my graphics card is a 7900 XT. Among other things, of course. The case itself is rather large. I did like it, Clee, thank you. I think people wildly overestimate, at least I would hope this is the case for other creators, because like, anyway, anyone putting any amount of time to draw something related to you or about you or of you, like that means a lot, you know. To put that out there, especially, it means a lot. Doesn't matter if it's good, really. I mean, would you put it, you know, on your stream if it's not great? I mean, maybe not, but that's a brand image type of thing. Still doesn't mean you still appreciate it, still love it, or you should anyway. I'm sure there's some who are not so inclined. It's a real shame we got the Shockwave first here because it's not going to do much for me. But neither is the other one, so I didn't bother skipping it. Got a bomb, though. Yeah, I mean, if you're just PNG tubing, you probably don't need anything crazy, right? It depends on what you're playing, though. You know, I had a 6800 and I upgraded from that because playing Space Marine 2 was near impossible, and I was like, that's not good. That's not a good sign. Yeah, you do get bragging rights. So there's that. Oh yeah. Easy win on this one. Yeah, this highway orbery thing is disgustingly powerful. So, you know, around 3,000 damage. Yeah, just a little bit of damage. Well, it only kind of hurts. Ooh, straight into the fire. Nice. Yep, straight into the fire. Yep. Great. There we go. Finally. The purple turned out good. That's great. Encoding and processing the games. Yeah. Are you recording at the same time? Oh, nice. I like this one. Activating nearby pegs. Okay. What did you... Ben, what... It's just a mine. It's just a mine, Ben. Anyway, I'm going left. Oh, the allegations are here. Femboys Friday has followed. Thank you. Welcome. Yeah, if you're going to record as well, that's going to make things difficult. Pegging is so fun. You're right. If you don't record at the same time, you'll definitely have a much better time as far as your GPU and CPU goes. What I do, I don't record. I just pull the VOD off of Twitch at full quality. I mean, it's borderline as good as it's as good as it was when it streamed. Femboys for Taylor. Yeah. I don't know. They put me in the Femboy starter pack on Blue Sky, so I guess I can't beat the allegations anymore. It's just over. This is just my life now. Oh, that's so much damage. Delete him. There we go. He's gone. Vaporized. Reduced to atoms. And now we follow it up with just about as much damage. Am I a femboy? I don't describe myself as one. But everyone seems to think I am. So I've just given up arguing with it. I definitely see where they're coming from based on my model, so you know what? It could be worse. You bought yourself Halloween candy. I think Emmy said she's just gonna, you know, go out and trick or treat. I'm jealous. I would get called like a creep or something if I did that. But I think my workplace is doing something for Halloween. Oh, I might have to be... I don't know about late. I don't know. I might be late. I might not be able to stream at all. It depends. Some of our coworkers are leaving. They're going to a totally different place across the country. So that'll be on a Friday. I think they said like 5-ish. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure if I'm going. But one of them is on my team, so I kind of think it would be kind of rude to not go if I can. To at least, like, you know, say bye. We'll see. We'll see. It didn't work how I expected it to. I thought the gravity would be a lot stronger. Pretty good damage on that one, though. Um, yeah, still pretty good damage. Yeah, not everyone who watches me is a femboy. That's true, Clee. We did disprove that. Stream the goodbye party. They don't know that I stream, especially not as a VTuber. I would really rather my coworkers not know about that. Because that could just get really weird, you know? Oh, we get another relic. Ooh, I can convert things to bombs. I like explosives. They don't need to know you're streaming. Yeah, I think they do. I think that's a legal thing. I don't think you can legally do that. It's all just combat from here on. Okay. Ow. I ouchied. Oh, interesting. 300. That's not bad. Could have been a lot more, but you know. Okay, this will be plenty. Nice. Okay. You know, for a lighter ball, it's pretty effective. Oh yeah, right there. See? Turned into a bomb. The red bombs hurt me as well, which is kind of why they're not spectacular, but they're not bad. I think I can just like hit one peg and be done. Yeah, more than double what I need. Or just keep going. Yeah, sure. Why not? Whoosh. 1K. Oof. Man, Highway Orbery is just crazy good. Okay. So I think I want to go left if I can. But it's really not a huge deal. So long as I don't end up in the fire. Oh my goodness. How am I so bad at this part? Just navigating. I can't navigate for the life of me, but I delete all the enemies. Bomb, one shot. Yep. Another, they'll all just get wiped in one shot here. Yep. That'll be it. And say goodbye. I think we're on track for a pretty solid win. I'm not concerned about the dragon. Oh man, come on. Navigation's gonna kill me. Here we go. I don't think I went quite the way I wanted. Oops. I don't need that. I don't think that'll do anything now. Yeah, just hitting pegs damages this guy. Ruh-roh, he's already on top of me. Oh, and we're clear. If no one clips that, I'll be a little disappointed. Just the sentence. Not personally. I won't mind if it doesn't exist, but I'm sure some people will. Are there any women? I'm pretty sure Emmy. Fairly certain. So yeah, your theory's dead and dusted. It's we're putting it in the ground. One additional refresh. Nice. We take that for sure. We take the boss fight. I don't know if there's any others though. I'd have to like think about it and go through who's actually been here. I've been at a lot of streams lately, so I kind of I mean, they can be, but they don't have to be. So it's kind of unclear, you know. Like I said, I'd have to look into it. Slamming them. Okay, excellent. Yeah, this is already a clear. It's already over. 2 shots in. Easy. Peasy lemon squeezy. Each crit triggered for projectile attacks causes them to pierce an additional enemy. Heal 1 for every 15 pegs activated during battle. That would be helpful. I'll basically never die at that point with all the different buffs I have going here. Nice. Deposited directly into where I wanted to go. Don't you love when you just get the peg right in the hole? I know I do. Man, this one's so weak if you don't have it following something else. Such a shame. think I'll just skip this orb. Go straight to nuking whatever I'm aiming at. The in this case, these are holding your attention, so if you have something that attacks a specific target or hurts a specific target in any way, it hits that one first. Man, the same order again? Okay, well, at least it counts the last reload set. Oh, it looks like I just wiped most of the board. Okay, well, that's about that then. You forgore. Oh no, he forgore. I don't think I have any, no, I don't. So we'll spend another one on that. Sometimes I forgore too. Especially when EP. Probably something about acid, right? Yeah, that sounds right. I have 2 more to go. Yeah, we'll prevent the first instance of lethal damage. Make sure we can clear this. Once we're done with this, I'll probably run through my Nikkei dailies because I have to do them at some point. I don't know if said people are still here, but I know someone was in here earlier who's newer to Nikkei, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe again, I'm mixing things up in my head. Both are possible. About 10k damage. Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, I think that killed it. A little bit of damage, you know. A small quantity, really. Her label doesn't do it? What do you mean? Where am I? Yeah, we'll just spend all we can on it. What? Oh, okay. It just sends you forward anyway. Oh my god, a mimic. Jump scare. Grenade. He just throws shit at you. I expected him to like bite or something, not puke at me. That's so gross. And that'll kill him. Nice. Yeah, whenever it decides to finish. Oh yeah, that's a good pegging. Yeah, slam it in there. Nice. Whitney Houston. I don't know that I've heard much of her. Another relic. Or start with 5 worth of damage. Ooh. Yeah, it's just more damage. I don't really know what the downside is. I'm sure I know Whitney Houston. I just don't remember. I'd have to hear it, you know? I'm that with a lot of things. If you say a name, I don't know who you're talking about. Unless it's someone that I'm very aware of. Like, you could mention one of the bigger VTubers, and I'd be like, who? Huh? What? Or show me one of them and be like, what's their name? And I don't know. Seen them before. Don't know what their name is. I'm too stupid. Memory? I don't have that. My RAM is full. Oh wow, it's already 10:30. That was quick. Tailser. I think so. Maybe. I might. But you know, I'm not sure. I'd have to see. Uh-oh, he's sucking me in. I don't like that. Oh, come on. There we go. Nice. Nice. This is what we want right here. Tailser, yeah. Every stream that I've been in, when I wave high or something, they either just call me Tay or they have to ask how to pronounce it. And I think that's really interesting. Because it's really close to Taylor. You just add a S in there and it's Tailser. But it's just far enough off that people are like, I don't know. And they're trying to be polite, you know? So I find it very cute and endearing every time when they're just like, I don't know what to say. Rather soothing. Well, I'm happy to hear that. I do, I put zero effort into that. Well, not none, you know? I make sure that I don't go way up there or anything. I'm happy to hear that. You know, I might, you might get rated here soon. Okay, so crazy that you mentioned that. If you go to the redeems and you scroll down, you can request a script reading. I'll read any script so long as it's safe for work. I have read a script before. Probably, unlikely, but you might like it. I don't know. Some people really enjoy it. But it was like a Antroll, he was in here earlier. He's the one who submitted it. And it was like a comforting, loving, caring thing. Like what a boyfriend might say to whoever they're with. Their significant other, you know. Very, very much in that, you know, relationship-y realm. And I was just like, okay. I said I'd do it before I knew what it was. And, you know, it came out okay for completely off the script. What do you want me to read, Clee? That's the question. If you ask for the B movie, the answer's no. It's too long. And I think I'd get in trouble for that. It's like some copyright or something, right? But yeah, the video is on my YouTube. If you wanted to check it out, some people are going to be like, I love it. Others are going to go, God, this is awful. And I don't blame you for being in either camp. I hate listening to it. because, not for me, like the audience that I'm in is not the same that I'm in that instance speaking to. So it's really weird. Uh, Boyfriend gets run over. Yeah, no, I don't think I'm doing that one. That requires like sound effects and stuff. I don't have all that set up. As much as that would be neat to have, I don't have it all. I'm lucky I get through what I get through. Yay. We did it. Level 21 Highway Orbery. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. We are overtime, if anything. I thought it was going to be like 10 o'clock when I looked at the time earlier, and it was 10:30. Oof. So yeah, I don't have time for anything else. That said, any other questions, curiosities, anything you guys want me to yap about? Give everyone a minute to have their opportunity. EP, yeah, I am EP. I've not slept well. Not to complain, because the reason I haven't slept well is that I keep staying up too late on Blue Sky. It's been a problem. I'm addicted, for sure. But I've been having a lot of fun. Bit of a double-edged sword on that. I don't recommend staying up super late just to shit post on Blue Sky, but I can't say I'm innocent of it. And yeah, that seems like it'll wrap us up. I will try to raid somebody. Please don't run away. I need to raid somebody. I haven't gotten to yet. I would really like to. Actually, hold on. Let me close Peglin. Okay. So, first I have to figure out how this works. Oh, there's a big fat raid channel button. Tomorrow you're face painting. That's awesome. Okay. What am I gonna raid into? It looks like an MMO. All right. Well, Mike is going to get raided. Sucks to be him. What a tragedy, really. All right, ready up if you're going. Awesome. We got at least 5. All right. Have fun over there. Enjoy. And show them some love. All right. And for anyone remaining in here or still listening, thank you all for coming. I appreciate all the subs, all the follows, everything. You guys are great. I had a wonderful time. I'll be back Friday, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Have a fantastic evening. and good night.